Welcome to the Flex Forward podcast, where grit meets growth. With your host, Nic Espanet, bringing you stories of resilience, reinvention, and the real climb to success.
All right, everyone, welcome to the Flex Forward podcast. Today we're joined by Sayeef. Sayeef is a software engineer. He's had a journey. We can't wait to hear more about him and what he's doing. So, Sayeef, welcome to the Flex Forward podcast. Tell us a little bit about you and a little bit about what you do on a regular basis.
Been a software engineer for quite a while, around 20 years actually. My undergraduate was in biochemistry. I came to US with a computer science admissions, local university, which is getting really famous, UTD, University of Texas at Dallas. Over the years, I worked in telecom, really POS systems, other things related to other insurance, various industries.
Okay.
And been Java developer, AWS cloud. Most of the buzzwords have been introduced, used.
Okay, neat stuff. So in that software engineer world, I'm sure there's lots of competition. What's something that sets you apart from others in that space?
I feel I was a bit pessimistic, which allows you to worry about the code and worry about the all the odd cases, edge
Okay.
cases, to allow us to so that we don't get a production error. Not always possible, but definitely something I feel pessimistic being a software engineer being it's an advantage.
Yeah, you find those things that make be issues and help resolve them before they are issue, right? Find those. Well, is that something? Would you say that's something you find comes easier for you that others may find challenging?
Yes, that's one of the things. You know, there is a fine line between being too uh, worry about errors or and something you can being optimistic. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge to get the right balance.
Yeah, no, definitely for sure finding that right balance. So, if as you've had gone along your journey in your career path, what is something that you found helps you improve you either personally or in your career wise? Have you come across any books or podcasts, anything like that that you can recommend?
Podcasts, not so much. The Gang of Four books, patterns, which is kind of obvious. Recently, is system design doc uh, book from
Okay.
Alex Yu. Those are kind of famous. But the biggest thing is that I am a voracious reader, and so I keep up with few news groups,
Okay.
and that definitely keeps you on your toes because
Yeah.
computer science is a moving target. It's always innovating. Lots of people are doing it. Lots of ideas come up, and some of them don't make it, but you have to keep it going.
Yeah, always be a perpetual learner. It's very important to keep learning in almost any industry. It's important
Mhm.
to say, especially nowadays as things are I think advancing so much faster technology wise that you you need to keep up. So as you've had your journey, what's one of the biggest challenges you've had to overcome?
The initial challenge was changing subject. You know, I was in biochem and computer science, and I kind of fell in love with the whole problem solving, fixing, puzzle solving thing, which I should have started in my undergrad. The
Yeah.
challenges was that in the initial overcame that. The one of the touched upon is the changing landscape.
Hmm.
When it came out, C++ was the queen, and Java came out. I'm talking about when Java became famous. Now cloud is the thing. Now AI is the thing. And God know, I mean, then there is agentic AI and trying to keep up with all the things is constant learning is the thing. And another other things is leading people, which is which is interesting. It has, to get people interested, keep them in
Engaged.
straight and narrow,
Yeah.
and give them the path to improve and have their own ideas, because it's a information, it's idea based industry.
Well, it sounds that's I think one of my earlier guests talked about having a learning to interact with people, but I think any career you're in, and how to motivate people and lead people, knowing when to kind of push them, when to pat them on the back, when to give them more of a nudge. It
Hmm.
can be challenging, but definitely that's one of those things that you can learn. Just personality types and things like that, I think also help along those
Definitely.
lines.
Hmm.
So it sounds like things are going fairly well, and you've kind of journeyed through your career path. And a lot of times when folks start getting having more success, they consider or just looking for something different, like different investment alternatives. Have you ever thought about any type of alternative investing or outside of just normal 401k stuff?
So interesting you said that. My wife is the business person. I am a techie. And she has a franchise, and I help it her out, and I work there sometimes. And this is very. I thought I would not like it because I did it when I was in school. But I actually like it. You get a glimpse of people. Most people are nice, some people are not, because they are having a bad day, treating everybody equally,
Mm-hmm.
and to their need. It's I kind of enjoying this interaction of brief interaction with people, with make the day better when they leave.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, making their day better. So, well, great. Do you have any exciting plans or initiatives you're got on the calendar for the next 6 to 12 months?
Well, the biggest thing is we're trying to get another business going. I have some personal projects which trying to solve some of the retail problems there. We are having, and there's already solutions for that, but they're too expensive. So
Okay.
I have two projects going. Another one I'm working with a gentleman with he has a um, program which will help the is he's a statistics guy, and he's trying to create a simplified, probably less expensive replacement of already existing software.
Okay.
So there is two things going on. I work on it in between learning, and they're using extensively AI there, so that I can provide the quick turnaround.
That's awesome. Well, good stuff. Well, Saif, it sounds like you got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm thinking life is lots of interesting things. So thank you for taking time out of your day. If people would like to get in touch with you and learn more about you or what you're doing, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
The best is my email. It's Sayeef Rahim at gmail.com. That's Sayeef Rahim, Rahim at gmail.com. Of course, you can hit, contact me in LinkedIn. That's linkedin.com/in/Saif Rahim, my full name.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And everyone, thank you for tuning in to the Flex Forward podcast today. Be sure to like and share this and keep coming back. We appreciate it. Thank you. Sayeef. We really enjoyed getting to visit with you today.
All right. I do have some patents, by the way, so I don't know if you
Yeah, somewhat.
patents.
Okay, yeah. Tell us about your patents. We'll edit this and get it put into the main part. Tell me
So
about your
I was
patents.
there are several patents which have been approved by USPTO. One of the biggest one, which is was using um, the wires landlines to charge your phone. So because the landlines um, have the electricity, so you do create a converter which is going to change it to the USB uh,
Oh,
validated, sorry, same level of electricity and amp and voltage to the phone. So this works especially in the rural areas where the landlines are there, because most of the houses don't have any more
yeah.
landlines. So that's there. And the other one is uh, creating a Wi-Fi network by dropping um, Wi-Fi nodes along the route, especially during catastrophic problems, weather, I mean to say.
Okay.
So that was those two are kind of interesting, and I felt that those are both most useful.
Yeah, no, very neat. Is that something you're waiting to hear more back about, or you already been approved and you're trying to start marketing them?
So it is approved. The people, actually, my previous employer owns the PTO, the patent, and so they are going to market it. I was the one of the few people who was involved on those two PTOs as a inventor.
Okay, very neat. What a great accomplishment and something to be proud of. That's exciting stuff. So definitely, if listeners, if you want to learn more about what Saif is doing, reach out to him through LinkedIn or his email. It sounds like he's got some neat patents and maybe can share some knowledge and information of his journey with you. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
All right,
All
thank
right,
you so much.
thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Flex Forward podcast. If you've got grit, growth, and a great story, visit flexforwardpodcast.com/guest to apply and join us on the show.